everybody, welcome to Facebook Live here at Stampin' by Hannah here on Facebook. Welcome as well if you are watching the replay over on YouTube. If you are live, just to make things complicated, usually I put my Facebook Lives up onto YouTube really quickly. They go up within an hour usually. Not this week. This is going to go onto YouTube tomorrow, so it'll be my Make It Monday as well, because things have got a little bit crazy around here. Work's gone mad as usual. The weather, I can't think in all this heat. It's actually chucking it down with rain today, but I've still got my window open, so I do apologise if there's like traffic noise and things outside, but I've had to shut this door because you don't need to see my messy flat, and the cat keeps coming in and out and it's binding me up, so I've had to shut this door so the window's open, otherwise I will just melt. Not as warm today, but my craft room is still really warm. So I have 3 fun cards for you today, all using Designer Series paper, because today, as I stand here right now, is the 29th of July, so if you're watching this on YouTube it might be the 30th, and the buy 3 get 1 free Designer Series paper offer ends on Tuesday night. Probably about 10 o'clock at night, but don't quote me on that. It's usually like 10:59. Offers always end, so that ends on Sunday? No, on Tuesday night at somewhere near 11 o'clock at night. The other offer that ends on Tuesday is the Stampin' Up joining offer for July, which is where you get 10 free ink pads. I don't know what that is. That's 10 free ink pads apparently. 10 free ink pads with your starter kit. I cannot explain to you how awesome this deal is. Deals like this do not come around very often, so if you are thinking about joining Stampin' Up and thinking about joining my team, I would urge you to do it before Tuesday night, because 10 free ink pads, that's £63 worth of ink for free. Your starter kit always costs you £99. You get free postage on that starter kit. You can put £130 worth of anything you like in the Stampin' Up catalogue in that kit. It is your kit, it is your choice, fully customisable. You also get a great big, what they call it, a business brick of catalogues and order forms and all sorts of other stuff that you don't need to think about if you don't want to run it as Stampin' Up as a business. That's absolutely fine. I forgot to put my phone on flight mode, so if you hear kind of vibrating things, I do apologise. Usually I try and put this on, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Can I do that while I'm in here? Oh, excuse my fingers. No, I can't. No. Right, okay. Always worth a check. I'm not stopping the video just to do that. Yeah, so starter kit. As well as the actual kit of products, that £130 worth of stuff, plus the £63 worth of ink pads, you also get at least 20% discount on every Stampin' Up purchase until the end of January. Just that, 20% off until at least the end of January. There is the Stampin' Up Autumn Winter Catalogue pre-order, which starts, I believe, on Wednesday. But my brain isn't quite, like I said, my brain's not really working. There is exclusive magazine, there is heaps of Facebook groups, there is loads and loads and loads of stuff that I can wax lyrical about all day long. So, because I've probably waxed lyrical enough, shall we get on with some crafting before I go off on one magical tangent? Before I pan you back down, I need to explain why my brain is working the way it is at the moment. I have got... Oh, no, we're back. I apologise. I got a warning message then. That doesn't usually happen. Can I change... Oh, no, I'm not doing that either. The thought of messing about with Facebook Live is scary. So yes, I have got... My day job's gone mad. Our flat, which we've been trying to sell this flat now for 12 months. We have had 1 viewing in 12 months. That is not good enough. So we've changed estate agents this past week. So I have got arms, legs, fingers, arms, everything crossed that a buyer for this place comes up soon. So I get my proper craft room. I don't have to share anymore. I love this room. It's very nice. You see this little bit of it. This little bit's lovely. With my nice little shelf. The rest of it is a tip. I have heaps of my husband's university work in the corner. He has finished university now. I want it out of my space. But no, can't do it until we move. So I really want to find a buyer really quickly. And I'm hoping this new estate agent comes through. Yeah, And my husband's just done 5 weeks tonight, so I haven't slept for 5 weeks. So yeah, everything's going really well. Other than that, shall we get on with some crafting? Are you ready? Hello, Tina. Lovely to see you. Let me just, hold on a sec. Let me turn you around before I get my big fat chin in the camera. There we go. Or you're going to see my really messy desk. Look at that. That is what happens when I forget to tidy up properly or just can't be bothered. I'm sure everybody else's crafty desk looks something similar. I'm not going to be too offended. I do, of course, have coffee because it is a Sunday morning. And I just think that crafting on a Sunday morning without coffee is probably illegal, actually. I mean, I quite happily craft with rum or vodka as well, but coffee on a Sunday morning is probably the right way to go, isn't it? Right. So, let's get a card going, shall we? Oh, I love this card. I love this paper. This is one of the packs of paper in the buy 3 get 1 free offer. It is, I've grabbed the pack out for you. Actually, I've grabbed more than the pack out for you, right? Grab half another pack as well at the same time. So, this is the Garden Impressions Designer Series paper. Can you see how much I've used it already? Because it's just beautiful. I've shown you this, I think, before on Facebook Live. I cannot get enough of this piece of paper. Stampin' Up, can we just have packs and packs of that? Because I really like that. But this paper is beautiful. I mean, look at those. We have got some really graphic, kind of really bold patterns. We've got some really subtle patterns. So I use this on my sample card. Do you want to see the card that we're going to make? I'm not showing you it. I'm being really sneaky. This. Look at that. I just think this set of framelets is the floral frames and I'm completely in love with it. So this is I've got to say, this pattern was one of those ones I went, oh, I don't know what to do with that. But you put it on a card and it looks totally different and it's really pretty. So that is Garden Impressions. It is one of the ones that you can choose for free when you buy 4 packs. So you just need to put 4 packs of Designer Series paper in your shopping basket. I actually finally got round to buying mine yesterday. So you put 4 packets of Designer Series paper that are included in the offer. All the details are over on my blog. Because I printed off the list of which ones it was and then I've promptly lost it. So, yeah, brain isn't working at all. So, yeah, all you need to do is put 4 packs of Designer Series paper in your basket that are included in the offer. And it will discount the final pack that you put in. All the packs of Designer Series paper now cost exactly the same, whether they're 12 by 12 or 6 by 6. So that's really handy. That you're getting £10.25 worth of Designer Series paper for free. I'm not arguing with that. I could have done it twice, to be quite honest with you, but I think James might have gone slightly mad if I'd have bought £60 worth of Designer Series paper, which would have been £80 worth. But yeah, I've also bought, there's an exclusive bundle that comes out to customers on Wednesday, which I've been meaning to buy all month and haven't got around to, but that's coming to me this week as well. So this is the card we're going to make. I have selected a different pattern of the Designer Series paper. It's still Garden Impressions, but it's this one, which reminds me of sort of Van Gogh and Starry Night. Anybody? Well, it might just be me. The other side's very pretty as well, but we're going to stick with this really painterly one. And the bundle I've got for this card is floral frames. I cannot get enough of this. I filmed a load of videos yesterday and I've used this I think 2 or 3 times because I just can't get enough of it. I think they're all going to email subscribers though, so if you haven't subscribed to my email yet, there is a link up here if you are on Facebook, down here if you're on YouTube, that takes you to the sign up form for my emails. You will get an email from me every single week, mostly with an exclusive tutorial in it. Sometimes the PDF, usually it's video, because that's quicker for me to do. So, shall we actually... I'm still waffling, aren't I? Right. So what I have gone ahead and done already is I have already die cut this beautiful framelet. I have to say, I haven't done it fully because the You can also run it back through with the embossing mats, and it embosses. We've got a little bit of embossed detail on, but not a lot. But you can get more embossing by using those embossing mats, which I think I've shown you. I can't remember if I've shown you here on Facebook. I have definitely done it on YouTube. So, Night of Navy card base, because that is the colour, the main colour in that designer series paper. I've got a mat of Whisper White that's going to go on there like that. Then we're going to have our designer series paper, that lovely framelit, and then I've got a stitched circle that we're going to stamp onto. This stamp set has some really nice sentiments as well. Wishing you the best, sending love, and that nice hello. So I'm going to stick with the hello, because that's what I've put on here. And I have got a Night of Navy ink pad. It is an old style one, so if you choose to grab that starter kit this week, before Tuesday, your ink pads that you won't look like this. They'll be the new style ones. But I'm sort of still working on a half and half basis. I'm sure that eventually I will work my way through and get all the new style ink pads, but I haven't done it yet. Got pre-order coming, you know. It's priorities. So, look at that. I just think that's so damn pretty. I love a stamped image. I do, when it stamps really clean like that. I'm not so keen when when you've got halos and it just all goes a bit wrong, which happens to me more often than I care to admit. Actually, that's what's amusing. Some of the videos that I filmed yesterday, which I've been editing them this morning, because I've been up since 5:30. My body now just wakes up automatically at 5:30 in the morning, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Yeah, so some of the videos that I filmed yesterday, I've left the bloopers in because I haven't got the time or energy to edit them out. So you are in for an absolute treat, I think, in the coming weeks. You think I'm ditzy on Facebook Live, you just wait until you see some of the videos that I filmed yesterday. So dimensionals on the back of that frame. And we're just going to pop this up. This card, I think, is really, really simple. Comes together really nice and quickly. Which you need sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to do really involved cards. And then sometimes you just want something that comes together really, really fast. So dimensionals on the back of the sentiment piece as well. And there is our first card made. And don't they look totally different? For cards that use exactly the same pack of designer series paper, the same stamps, the same dies, everything, 2 different colours, totally different looks. How cool are they? Love those. So next one, let me just shuffle all these other bits out of the way. I'm going to try tidying up as I go along today. Usually I finish Facebook Live and it's like a bomb has gone off in my office. I'm not doing that today. We're going to be clean and tidy, so there'll just be stamps to clean up at the end, I hope. So let's move those out of the way, but not too far so I don't lose them. And I'll get the second card. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. Second card uses this stamp set, which I might have used to death during June and July. I don't care because I really love it. It is the Rooted in Nature stamp set and the Coordinating Nature's Roots framelit dies. I'm going to have a slurp of coffee before this goes really cold. And the Nature's Poem Designer Series paper, which coordinates with it, which is so pretty. And this is the card. Look at that. There is some die cutting. I am going to have to do some die cutting in this video. I have got my Big Shot off to one side. I haven't worked out yet whether the Big Shot's going to actually be seen on camera or whether I'm just going to quickly die cut off and waffle at you while I'm doing it. So let's just pull all the stamps that we need out first. So we have got this lovely leaf and the sentiment that says, "You are wonderful." And I'm just looking at these, I'm thinking, actually, I don't know if I've got a scrap of Whisper White that I need for this card. I might have to dive off into my scrap bin in a minute. Let's see what I put in the pack of stuff. I have got, no, I think I need to dive off into my scrap bin. So I've got a card base in Blackberry Bliss. This is my absolute favourite colour of all time. I am still very, very, very excited to see it back. Thank you very much, Stampin' Up. I know you love us, really. I've got a matte of Whisper White, and then I've got 2 pieces of designer series paper. Now they are the same pieces that I've used on the original card, but I'm going to make that look. I'm going to make it look different, and we're going to go that way around because there's 2 sides to a piece of designer series paper, isn't there? Then I've got a piece of Blackberry Bliss cardstock. I've got this ribbon, which technically is Rich Razzleberry, but I think that still quite works with that card, don't you? And then I've got 2 ink pads. So I've got Blackberry Bliss and Shaded Spruce. This is Petal Pink. And the reason I've not used Petal Pink again is because that's the 3rd card that we're going to make. So let me just grab a piece of Whisper White. And I am organised enough that I have got my stamping trimmer handy this week. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes my stamping trimmer goes all over the place. Right, let's get some stamping done first. So let's move all these bits out of the way. And I need this block here, and then probably that one. That'll do. All right. So Whisper White. We're going to stamp the sentiment in Blackberry Bliss again. And this time we're going to stick with green leaves rather than pink ones. I've got a thing about pink leaves. I don't know what it is. I made some swap cards for a team swap months ago. I probably made them in May, actually. And they had pink leaves on as well. I don't know why. I don't know what it is with me and pink leaves. But let's stick with green ones there. So this is Shaded Spruce. This is one of the brand new colours. So Blackberry Bliss is a returning colour. It's a colour we've had before. It was an in colour a few years ago. But Shaded Spruce is brand new. And look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? I show you that. Look at those. I love this stamp set actually because we've got the stamps in it that kind of coordinate with dies, but they're not really matchy. So you've got, if I bring that back over again, we've got obviously the die that cuts out that leaf shape there, but then there's also an embossing die. So if we didn't want to stamp, we could have embossed that first and then cut it out after. And that's really, really pretty too. So, let's just, very quickly, I'm going to die cut, I think, first, and then I'll trim that sentiment out. So, because I haven't got my magnetic platform on my Big Shot at the moment, I need some washi tape. I've been using my Stampin' Up! Embossing mats quite a bit recently, so my Big Shot magnetic platform's been sort of relegated, and I'm using the Stampin' Up! Just the Big Shot platform. Right, very, very quickly, going to die cut. Oh, and my desk falls apart. Right, that's one. These dies line up really easily as well. I don't know what Stampin' Up! Have done, whether they're just making... I don't know, but I swear these dies line up more easily than they used to. Like the older dies seem to take ages to line up properly. But, anything with a complex shape now, Stampin' Up! Will put like a guide on both the stamp and the die, so it's really easy to see exactly where the die goes, which is fabulous. So last one. It's just easier to die cut off rather than trying to get my Big Shot in the frame. So there's 3 leaves, and then I just need to grab my trimmer to trim out this sentiment. So, there. And the problem now I've got is that I have pre-cut a piece of Blackberry Bliss. Shall we see if it fits? Oh, look at that. That'll do very nicely. Right, let's get this card assembled. And I've lost the leaf on the underside of the trimmer. Right. So, like I said, we've got this card base of Blackberry Bliss and this layer of Whisper White is going to go down first. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ignore me. Let's put the designer series paper on first because we need to put some ribbon round. So, I'm going to pop that piece of designer series paper on the bottom there like that. And then this piece on the top. And they're just cut so that they're a perfect, there would be the right size mat, and then I've cut them in the middle. Does that make sense? Probably not. Then I've got my lovely ribbon. I love this ribbon. It's so pretty and it ties really pretty bows. For all it's got a plain side and a not plain side. I thought about putting a bow on this card and then decided against it. I'm going to just try to trim a length of that off. And then bring in my secret weapon. This is my secret weapon for all ribbon. It's sticky tape. It just means that I can make sure that my ribbon ain't going anywhere, because I know that that is in the right place. I can then feed that across and there, and then I can stick that down and it's not going anywhere. Not that I don't trust my Stampin' Up! Adhesives. It's more that I don't trust myself with ribbon. Right. Then we can put this card onto our card base. I am not telling you how many times I have made a card and intended to put ribbon on it and stuck everything down before I'd got the ribbon on. I'm sure it happens to other people. I'm sure it's not just me. But, you know. So we've got that there. Then we're going to sort out this sentiment. So I'm going to put a snail on the back of the stamped piece. I'm going to lay that onto that piece of Blackberry Bliss. Like that. And then I want 2 leaves in this top corner and 1 leaf in the bottom, sort of like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some snail on each corner, and then I can pick up the die cut with that snail adhesive. So if I layer those 2 together, I think that one there, and then I might need a bit more snail on the back of that leaf to get this one on. There. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Right then, let's get 2 dimensionals on the back of that to get this onto our card, and then that will be 2 cards finished. I don't know how long I've been, 25 minutes. I think this might be a longer Facebook Live than usual today. I don't know why. I'm in one of those moods, it doesn't help. So, there we go, that is the second card. And I did on this one add one of these, which are the petal pink rhinestones that are so pretty. I don't think that card needs it. I think that card is perfect without. So I'm going to leave it off this time. So while I just sort myself out for the third card, because I've got dies and all sorts all over the place again. The third card is using my absolute favourite designer series paper of the moment. And I'm sure you know what it is without even me even saying, because if you've watched my videos recently, you'll know. Because basically I'm only using 1 pack of designer series paper. Because I can't get enough of it. It is Petal Promenade, which is a set of words I still can't get my tongue round properly. So it all coordinates with the beautiful Promenade stamp set and the beautiful Layers Thinlits dies. I have also got my Stitch Shapes framelits out for this square. And then I've got 2 ink pads. I've got Petal Pink and Fresh Fig. This colour is not a colour that I thought I was going to like very much. It doesn't stamp. I don't know if it's just mine. It might just be my ink pad, but it stamps more kind of orangey peach than this looks. But I am using it so much that I obviously do like it because it keeps appearing in my projects. Right. This card is not a standard card either. Just to make things slightly more complicated. This is a ever so slightly fancy fold. Look at that. I love this fold. I think it's really cute. And with the designer series paper, it just looks stunning. And I need this paper just needs as much airtime as physically possible because it's gorgeous. Look at that. Just look at that. It is beautiful. This paper is floral on one side and then they've got kind of marbly prints on the other. And I have managed to use the marble side a couple of times. Not often, but a couple of times. So I need my Stampin' Trimmer because I haven't scored this piece of design cardstock at all. So it is, again, Petal Pink, and it is half a sheet of A4. So it's 21 centimetres by 14.85 because I just cut my paper exactly in half rather than trying to, the waste of a little skinny bit was too much for me. So I'm going to insert it into my trimmer with the long side at the top. And we're going to score at 10.5 on that long side, which is where you will normally score for your standard card. So if I fold that in half, you can see that's exactly where we normally score for a standard card. Then I'm going to pop it back in and we're going to score, actually I can do it on this side, I'm going to score at 3 centimetres. Okay. So we've now got a card where we've got, it opens that way and then this piece goes back there. How super simple is that? Just an ever so slight variation on a standard card front, but it just looks stunning. Particularly when you've got really fancy pattern paper like this. So what I have then done is I have got my pattern paper and I've cut it so that it's exactly the same height as my card, so you're not going to see any of the cardstock around. Usually I'd leave a mat of the cardstock around the outside, but not this time. So all I've done there is I've cut my designer series paper to 10.5, because that's that measurement, 10.5 by 14.85, which was like that. And then I've chopped 3 centimetres off. And then I've got a piece of Whisper White, which is the same size as this. Okay, I will put all the measurements on my blog. Like I said at the very beginning, this post will go up on my blog tomorrow for Make It Monday. So it will be, it'll be there tomorrow rather than this afternoon. Because the reason being, I have got no blog post written for the rest of next week. And I'm off to my mother's for Sunday lunch. So sometimes you have to prioritise, and getting this video up onto YouTube today fell off my list of priorities, so it is Monday's video instead. So, and then we're going to pop Whisper White on the inside, so straight up against that piece of designer series paper, like that, and then this piece of designer series paper goes on the front, like that. And to get it, we're just going to, if we butt it up next to that that join there, and then that, it's, oh, look at that, it's so pretty, so pretty. There. Then we just need to add our little bit of stamping on the front, and the way I have done this is with our beautiful Promenade stamp set. We've got this lovely flower. Then we've got this frame but it's only on 3 sides, and it's been puzzling me how on earth I'm going to use it. So I've managed, and this is how I've done it. So let's just get some of these onto blocks. There. Right. So petal pink ink and that frame piece there, and then fresh fig. Oh, I can't go between one style of ink pad and the other. It's really tricky. The old style ones and the new style ones open in a different way. So we've got You're My Everything, which I think is lovely, very cute, in fresh fig, and then this flower stamped in fresh fig as well. And this is where I need both sets of dies. So I've got the beautiful layers thinglets, which die cut that beautiful flower. And then I have got the stitched shapes framelets. Now these are dies that I think of as absolute crafty must-have staple, can't live without, would be very upset if Stampin' Up ever retired them and didn't replace them with something just as brilliant. You've got circles, squares and ovals in there, and I use these all the time just because that cute little bit of stitched detailing just lifts a card sometimes. So I'm going to grab my washi tape again, just so that you can see exactly where those dies are going to go through my big shot. And then I'll very, very quickly dive off screen just to die cut them out. So I'm going to die cut that frame with that square, and you can see that we've now got the frame that doesn't go all the way to the top, and it's not square either, but I don't think that makes a lot of difference once you've put this flower on the top. So let me just very, very quickly run this through my big shot. Oh. Here. All right. So we've got pretty flower, pretty square, pretty card, mad desk that's completely gone mad. So everything that I said at the beginning about keeping everything tidy, it's completely gone to pot, but never mind. So this piece is then going to sit on the front there, and then that flower, that sits on the top and sort of hides the fact that stamping doesn't go all the way around. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. Right, let's just pop some snail on the bottom of that flower just to get that adhered on there. And then I want 2 dimensionals, of which I've only got a couple left on my sheet. And we're going to pop those in the middle of that die cut because it's going to sit on this skinny piece. So if we put dimensionals on all 4 corners like we normally would, it's then not going to open. So there we go. And that is my 3rd and final card. Isn't that really cute? I love that. So we have made 3 quite quick and simple cards in about 30 minutes, which I don't think is too bad going. I do hope that you have enjoyed this very quick look at some of the designer series papers in the current Stampin' Up annual catalogue. I'm going to flip you back around again for a second just so we can have a quick chat before I disappear. Oh, look at this. See, this is what happens. This is what my desk now looks like. It's a disaster. So let's just get you back. Looking at me. Ha-ha, there we go. So, just grab my coffee. It was now far away. So, like I said at the very beginning, we have got 2 offers that both end on Tuesday at somewhere near 11 o'clock at night. We have then, so that is the buy 3 get 1 free on those 10 packs of designer series paper. I know off the top of my head that you've got the Garden Impressions and Nature's Poem and the Petal Promenade are all on that offer. They're the design assist papers that I've used today. They're all definitely on that offer. I can't remember, the Animal Expedition's on there as well. The Wood Textures is on there. Love that paper. I haven't used that for a bit actually. I probably could do with making a card with that because that's really nice. So that ends on Tuesday, and then the other offer that ends on Tuesday is that fabulous starter kit offer. So if you have not got your starter kit yet, if you're not joined Stampin' Up, do seriously consider it by Tuesday night, because you will get £63 worth of ink pads completely for free, which I think is awesome. Then on Wednesday, we've got some really, really fun offers coming for August as well. We have got Stampin' Up demonstrator pre-order starting on Wednesday for the Autumn Winter catalogue. There is an exclusive stamp and die bundle that goes live to customers on Wednesday as well. That is beautiful. Haven't got my copy yet, and it's coming this week. Fingers crossed, I think. Love that. And then there is also bonus days coming back, and I'm not going to say any more about that until Wednesday. So do check out my blog on Wednesday for all the information. Don't forget to subscribe to my Stampin' Inspiration emails. The link is up there on Facebook and down there on YouTube. And I will see you again really, really soon. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye for now. Oh, finish. Bye.